All right, welcome on board. It's Monday. The weekend is over. Now it's time for us to start work. This is Spring Trends right here on Western Spring Television. If this is your first time of joining, welcome on board. Here what we do is we try to go on social media and pick up stories trending and reactions of people. What's trending, who is trending, why they are trending, and what Nigerians and of course netizens have to say about the situation. My name is Evelyn Ohiolei. And I know, I do not do this alone. Femi Ojo is here. Welcome on board, Femi.
Thank you very much for having me here.
I thought you were going to be done in, in red,
No, thank you for reminding me. And that speaks to the reason why I chose my shirt to reflect the sky blue color of the champion, Manchester City. I'm not their fan as it stands, but then you have to give it to them. Winning back to back to back to back. That's unprecedented, actually. So, you're the champion.
Yeah.
Tagging along with the champion. Let that year just continue what you are doing. Don't say anything after.
You know
but
what?
It's good.
You know
Kudos to Pep Guardiola and his boys.
You know what they say? Success has so many fathers.
Yeah.
But it's a failure. You are on your own. This guy right here is a Manchester United fan.
Formerly.
And formerly.
Since when?
That's
why Ten Hag, jogging club, although I like the guy, and Arteta, they should all cover their eyes in shame,
Remove Klopp from that list. I mean,
all right.
Remove Klopp from that list.
Okay. All
right, people, we are not here to talk about football, but of course, I just had to hint on that. The big win for Manchester City yesterday, lifting that trophy for the fourth time in a row and dashing the hopes of Arsenal. I mean, till the very last minutes, some Arsenal fans were still hopeful that they would lift that cup yesterday, but of course they were not able to, and it's hope for another season for them to do that. Meanwhile, they have a new alias. They call them Next Season FC because they have been hoping next season to actually lift that club. Our very first story this morning is the comment made by the chief whip of the 10th Senate, Senator Ali Ndume. He has actually been in the news for quite some time now, and he spoke to the categories of bans that we have right now when it comes to power, electricity situation in our country. We have the band A, B, C, D, E. I think it stops at E, right? But of course, some people says that there might be a G, an H, or Z, band Z category. Let's watch that video. We'll be back to take reactions.
When I heard about this band A, band 2, band B, band C, it's discrimination. It's discrimination. And it should not be allowed. This is the first time I'm hearing it, that you can get an hour for 20 hours. And somebody will get it too. Supposing you are living among the masses, and you can afford to pay for 24 hours. And that is what they are supposed to provide. Besides, this power supply, power distribution company belongs to Nigerians. They just took it like that and then use it to be loading charges on Nigerians. Suddenly one morning, they woke up again and say, cybercrime levy. Thank God this president is listening. And we have a responsibility of calling people to order. If you see how the Minister of Power was presenting this increase in power as if he owns the company and these Nigerians are being provided. It should not be like that. We are appointed, we are elected. Please, SP, I can see that you are running out of patience. But we are supposed to be doing the right thing. Please.
All right, Senator Ali Ndume, they're representing the good people of Borno South, being vocal about the oil power situation in the country, and he has been vocal for quite some time on different issues of the country affecting us as a people. Now is saying that putting people on different bans and providing different hours of power to them is actually discriminatory. Let's see reactions on social media. Upgrade number 1. And for upgrade, we hope they will actually upgrade you to a band A so you can have 20 hours of power supply. Put everyone on the same band and supply steady power. I keep saying this. What is ABCZ? Preposterous, he calls it. And Kingsley Paragon says the electricity tariff increase came into effect at the wrong time. The people are still in shock about the high inflation in the country. The fact that the so-called Band A is supposed to have electricity at least 20 hours per day is self-incriminating for the electricity distribution company. Unity top-up of pumping machine prepaid meter at the office showed 5,000 naira for just 22 minutes. Now, I'm just going to use the word of upgrade number 1, preposterous. Next is Jesus for the street. Of course, it says there are some places under IBEDC who did not have 4 to 6 hours electricity in 2 to 4 days when I last visited. What band are those? Bayo Adelabu doesn't understand what he's saying, especially about discos. I'm beginning to doubt his ability to run the power sector successfully. Femi, what band are you on?
That's a very difficult question to answer because you can't even predict. You know, it was according to that categorization, 20 hours or more for Band A, 16 hours to 20, Band B, and it goes, the list goes on and on. Firstly, on the part of the discos, I'm sure, you know, it's been apologies upon apologies from the Eko Disco to Ikeja Disco to IBDC to Jos to, you know, Benin Electricity Distribution Company and the rest of them. The thing is, for the categorization to work, you must do what you have to do. You are not giving them the quality. You keep apologizing. People keep paying. And then for Aline Dume, okay, to the categorization again, what exactly does the government wants to do? They feel the people that are having the premium service, quote unquote, the premium service should pay more. Those that they don't have that, you know, quality of time of light, possibly they should pay less. And that is what Adelabu, you know, and the people in charge are proposed. But it's not working. Obviously, it's not working.
But Aline Dume is saying it's discriminatory.
Now to Aline Dume, discriminatory from a man who is a part of a particular group. When I mean group, the parliamentarians now, who would rather buy a 160 million naira Jeep instead of pressurizing the executive to fix our roads. What is that called? Discrimination? Or just, you know, pets of office? Instead of you to do something that will pay all of us, give us good roads, you'd rather buy a 160 million naira Jeep.
So you think Aline Dume is cherry-picking the issues to speak
that
to?
Conversation should not be coming from parliamentarians who would rather be involved in such a thing, you know, but somebody had to speak up, by the way. So if he's speaking up, fine, but he's not morally, and the people of that parliament, they're not morally justified to speak on this matter.
All right.
Because they are the worst beneficiary of anything called discrimination.
All right, Femi Ojo, you know what you just did now? You just called parliamentarians hypocrites, indirectly.
Yeah.
Okay, move on to the next story this morning. We hear that Iranian president helicopter crashed. You know, the story was from yesterday into this morning, and we also are hearing updates that it is a fatal helicopter crash. You know, looking for sending responders and rescuers to the scene of the situation, and also at the point, every media source is unfortunately waiting for confirmation on what is most likely the death of the Iran president Ibrahim Raisi. And the IRGC is deploying insensitive areas around Iran after the helicopter carrying the president and foreign minister of the Islamic Republic crashed in a remote mountain area to protect the nation in case this was a coup to overthrow power. Reactions, Sherry says, pray for peace. Sometimes what follows is worse. And Dom Lucas says, if he is confirmed dead, I personally do not believe Israel had anything to do with it. The weather is so bad that they can't find him with all of those resources. That tells me he should have never been in the air. And of course, Bradley Production says, imagine having a fireworks celebration for the death of your president. I wonder what his polling numbers would look like. We heard reports that in some quarters there were some celebration, not confirmed though, but of course Bradley Production had to put that up. Your thoughts very quickly, Femi.
I think at this point the coast have become clearer, and sadly the inevitable, you know, has been confirmed. President, you know, Ibrahim Raisi has been confirmed dead from that crash. At least a report reaching us, and I can say it from what Al Jazeera has in its, you know, online medium. They said Ibrahim Raisi, Iran's president, dies in a helicopter crash, age 63, and CNN has this boldly written, Iran's president Raisi killed in a helicopter crash. So that has been confirmed with maybe a couple of his top senior members of his organization. He became president like 3 years ago. And then it's a sad one, by the way. For our humanity's sake, not talking about the politics now, it's a sad situation. He was somebody's father, somebody's husband, you know, somebody's uncle, and of course the leader, you know, not the leader because you have the grand leader, you know, Ayatollah Khamenei, that's the supreme leader of Iran, or he was the president. Our thoughts and prayers are with him at this time. But then the political conversations around it is even, it has overshadowed the human part of that loss. Instead of grieving and mourning him, people have been talking about either, you know, some countries have hand in it, and Israel has been mentioned because of the tension in the Middle East. That's why somebody is saying we hope there will not be escalation or, you know, reprisal, you know, or, you know, some undertones politically. Some are even talking about quote unquote World War III already. We can't afford to do that now. But whatever needs to be done needs to be done. But people should play down the political angle to this, except it is confirmed that yes, there are, you know, maybe something untoward that happened. It was a crash. Now, investigations will be on to what happened. In fact, they had to be looking for, you know, he didn't just travel alone. There were some choppers that traveled with him. Those ones landed, like 2 or 3 of them, and then they couldn't find out of the president. And it was quite a mountainous, I mean, forested area. Foggy. It took hours. And that's what gave rise to that speculation. It's a sad situation, but I think people should tone down that political conversation for the sake of what.
All right, we move on to our next story this morning. Basically on sports. We started with sports, and it's just, okay, if we end the conversation with sports, we hear that the English FA assigns Nigerian artist Ohiolei son to design the 2024 FA Cup trophy. And it says, congrats, Ohiolei. And also 2 days ago, CAF revealed that the new match ball in collaboration with Puma has been named Ola. The Confederation of African Football, CAF, has adopted a Yoruba language name of its official match ball for the interclubs competition ahead of this weekend's blockbuster lineup that sees Africa's top clubs battle for CAF Confederation Cup and CAF Champions League top honors. The Confederation and its match ball producers, Puma, have unveiled a new match ball called Ola. So should I say it's a good time to be called or to be named Ola, you know, Ola here and there, but it's a win for us as a country, Nigeria. Kizza says, and some folks were criticizing his arts a month ago when it was unveiled. Congratulations, Ohiolei. That's talking about the trophy that was designed by Nigerian artist Ohiolei. Sunday Clement says, congratulations, we are proud of you. And crypto lover Faith Aderunke Owen says, make we no lie. If to say I know be the Yoruba, I for just find one Yoruba to marry so that my children can have the opportunity to tap from the follow come grace where Yoruba carry. All right. Not to be a spoiler, I do not think it has to do with tribe or anything. Every tribe carries grace. We all have our own uniqueness in different ways. So, but then this is what he thinks or she thinks that, see, Yoruba people has this follow come grace. I mean, your thoughts?
I think, you know, the thing is, most times people, it depends on who is saying or leading that narrative. Actually, that's what it is. But for the substance of this matter, a particular brilliant man called Ohiolei, you know, I would say has done a very great job that has been recognized by multinationals. Puma is a multinational company. Confederation of African Football is the conglomerate of federations of football in Africa. You know, the partnering with him as well as the English FA. So could it get bigger than that? Maybe the UEFA or the FIFA are the next ones to partner with him, talking about football. So we take it as it is. He has done well. You can see the man, and he has been given to say, design another cover. And this is the oldest cup competition in the world, the FA Cup, right here in England. You know, and the final will be played, by the way, in a week from now or thereabout. But, you know, there is this narrative about supremacy of a tribe over the other.
Exactly.
And sadly, when I saw that news yesterday, I feel, why is this thing always overshadowing the brilliance of the... Let's talk about the brilliance of the man. Of course, you can't take it away from where, you know, he hails from. He's a Yoruba man, but that doesn't mean the Yoruba, so to speak, are the super tribe over every other tribe. And there are no individuals in other tribes who are doing brilliantly well. Apart from the Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa, the so-called major tribes, there are other tribes that doesn't belong there, that are doing extremely well. And some of them will not even want to be identified under that cloak of a particular tribe or region. They have been doing well. Is he a Yoruba man? Yes. Is his name Ola? Yes, I even saw a narrative, somebody was saying he's Olam yesterday. Olamma. You saw that and say, trying to possibly be funny or to, you know, there is no need for this. But I think all this is coming from the aftermath of what played on in the last election. That election was too divisive. The campaign that, and I'm not sure we have healed already. I don't think so. But we should be on the way to healing, to say, don't always look at if there's somebody that has, you know, done a particular thing that is bad, people will like to look for where is it from? Is it from particular A or B? Oh, now so that they do. We don't have to rub everything in. The narrative is very important. We are different, we are precious, we are brilliant in our own ways. But is he a Yoruba man? Yes. But then that doesn't mean that is the super tribe over every other tribe. Congratulations to Ola for what he has done for himself, and to everybody who has been putting in the work. You will be recognized. We will be recognized.
Of course, and I think this also speaks to blogs and also reporters. When you want to put your report out there, there's no need putting in that very specific tribal narration or description of the person that has done good or bad. You know, you hear an Igbo man or a Yoruba man identified as, or a Hausa or a Fulani. No, a Nigerian man is a Nigerian man. We are one. You understand? I don't think in America, even before they come down to say, oh, a California-based person, you know, an American is an American. And I think we should always promote that. If
being a California-based person doesn't mean you are from California. They just want to put a location.
Exactly, exactly. So I think we should also work on our narration, our description of people when it comes to...
It depends largely on the intention of the person spreading that narrative.
Exactly.
You know, there's an agenda most of the time.
All right, and that's it this morning. We have to go so that we can attend to other duties, and we also know that definitely you have some other duties to attend to, but we must thank you especially, like Femi would say, that's copied from Dibanj, right? Am I right? We must thank you especially for joining us on the Monday edition of Spring Trends. Join us tomorrow for another exciting time. Thank you so much, Femi, for coming on board.
Quickly, let me chip in this. For Ten Hag, you know, if you are watching this,
Femi, you have not healed.
Go and you know, unfortunately,
Femi has not healed.
We have to go. Unfortunately, Ten Hag will be facing Pep Guardiola in the FA Cup final.
Imagine.
I'm smelling an annihilation.
Right now, I think Pep should actually do a master class for all the other coaches.
He's looking like that.
This guy's got something that they do not have.
Currently the best.
Currently the best, and it's undisputed. I say it, even though I feel Klopp to have something, although we are going to miss Klopp. We're going to miss him. We thought he was going to give us this cup, this trophy, as a parting gift to him, but then he did his best, and Liverpool coming third also isn't bad. Congratulations to
We
have to go. Have for yourself a good and productive day. Bye.
Thank you.